One of my favorite platforms to teach with online is a simple, easy to use product called Google Hangouts. And this is a great platform to create a learning environment where your students can talk to you, you can talk to your students, and they can also talk to each other. You can share your screen and present information that way too. So let's get started with Google Hangouts. One of the first things that we need to do is actually create a place on our calendar for the Hangout. So we can come here. I'm in my Google Calendar right now. I'm going to hit create, and let's just call this our math class. And down here there's an option that says more options. I'm just going to click on that, and then right here by the camera, if I click on that one, I have the option to choose Hangouts. So I'm going to choose Hangouts just like that. And in this area I can add my students by name or email address. So if they are already saved, you have their email addresses in your address book, or if you have a directory or like a list that's already saved for all of your students, you can put it in right here. And once that's all set and ready to go, I'm just going to hit save, and then I will have an appointment on my calendar. I can click on that appointment and choose join Hangouts. Okay, that's one way to do it. Sometimes I have teachers that come to me and they say, okay, that looks fine, Josh, but I do have a problem. I don't already have a list saved of my students. Is there another way that I can start a Hangout and send it to my students without having to enter all of their email addresses manually? Yes, there's another way to do that. So if you're interested in doing it that way, you can go to hangouts.google.com, and in the top left hand corner there's a green button that says new conversation. I'm just going to click on that, and then below that add a new group. So let's call this group math class, and I'm going to hit the green checkbox, and then come over here to the gear icon and click on that, and then choose joining by link. So when I do that, you'll notice that Google will make for me a link that I can copy and then take that link and post it anywhere you want. Post it into a website that your students are used to going to. Post it in your learning management system. Maybe you want to put it in an email and send it out to all the parents. Lots of different ways to get that link out to students. But basically you just want to take that link and send it out to all of your students, and then they will click the link and they will join the video call. And if I click this video call, you'll see the Google Hangouts interface is very simple. Up here at the top it's saying, hey, I want to use your camera, I want to use your microphone, is that okay? I'm going to say yes, that's okay. It's going to take a second and spin up. I've already invited my audience, so of course I don't need to do that. I can just hit the X and get rid of that. And this is the Google Hangouts interface. It's very simple. Right now we only see one of me full screen. Okay, that is because I don't have any students right now in this learning environment. If all of my kiddos were in here, instead of seeing my face full screen, we would see small little tiles of all the students in there, and of course we could see each other and we could interact with each other. Over here on the right hand side, I can, oops, that's not the button I want, I'm sorry, the three dots. Maybe I need to present my desktop and I want to show them a PowerPoint. I can go here to share screen, and I can also pull up the chat option, and here is a text chat that we can chat back and forth among all of my students. When I'm done, I'm just going to hit the red hang up button, and it's going to close out the conversation. Now here's a little bit of a pro tip for you. When you are choosing Google Hangouts for your option, just like in your physical classroom, you want to be your first student in, or excuse me, the first person in and the last person out. If you leave that Skype Hangout and there's students still in there, they will still be able to see each other and talk to each other even though you've left the room. So, just in terms of privacy and doing the right thing by students, I would encourage you to make sure that all of your students have left the Hangout, and then you hang up. And then, just as a secondary precautionary measure, just to make sure we're keeping everyone safe, it's going to take you back to this screen, and then you're just going to uncheck joining by link, and then the link that you created is essentially turned off. So when they come and they click the link, it doesn't take them out there to the Hangout where they can join and hang out without you. So that's Google Hangouts. It's a really simple, easy to use product, and I hope that helps.